Wow, what a great morning so far in Stamford. Look what we found, a little diddy German vase or jug. Mistake. We're supposed to be being restrained. It's a good find, so stay tuned and we'll give you some more details in a little while.
Ooh,
what a tease.
I was then just going to say exactly the same. We're so close to the hedge on the other side, I have to climb in the driver's, out the passengers and into our side door.
So this is probably the most unflattering camera angle. Here we go. Hello, Terry.
Ta-da!
So morning everyone, we're in the most beautiful spot just outside a place called Stamford in the UK. We've had a great wild night, haven't we?
We have just down a little lane that's just beside this gorgeous meadow area. I mean, this is a lovely way to get into the town, and Stamford is a beautiful, historic, very Georgian looking town, so we'll show you some of that as well.
And there's lots of thrift stores and charity stores as well. We're actually trying to walk down a very narrow path and talk to you without tripping over each other and falling in the stinging nettles. So we'll maybe stop now. But yeah, come thrifting with us in Stamford in the UK. It'll be fun. So we've found one that's open at 9 AM, so let's get into mine. Glass, I wondered if they'd be any good for the camper van for storage of things. I don't know if they're like an airtight. I think they're just, the lid just slots on. £2 each. So we've got the brown and the cream. So maybe. So this is quite interesting. This was a Terry spot with like a stork or a heron or something on like a little mini plant stand. Obviously it would also be quite good for a candle as well. Just quite simple in this creamy colour. £3.50. And look what we found, a little diddy German vase or jug for £2.75. I'm always drawn to these. They're so diddy. Is it okay? Looks okay. I think we have to have him, don't we? So that is a smaller version of the one we got yesterday from France. A nice French little nibble dish. Seems in good condition. A little bit more, but £3, but still a good buy. So we might have to have that one as well.
Yeah, because they make a nice set.
Yeah. Wow. So I think we might have got a really cool find in there. So the little glass dish is beautiful. The little West German jug, of course, is one of my favourites. But I was just doing a Google search on that stork little mini plant holder. And I might not tell you till later, but it's a good find. So stay tuned and we'll give you some more details in a little while.
Ooh,
what a tease.
I was then just going to say exactly the same. You're on fire for this time of the morning.
Cancer research has been open since 8:30. We missed out there. So all the good stuff might have already gone, but let's take a look. So that's pretty cool. Is it irises?
Yes.
Really unusual. Maybe and daffodils as well.
Daffodils, yeah.
Really unusual colours, beautifully framed in this kind of bronzy, coppery kind of frame. Limited edition 5 of 500 from 1974, I think it says in the corner. It's a bit of a nightmare to film because it's absolutely the most sparkly, reflective thing. Let's have a look on the back. £7.50 that one. Framed in Whitstable. So I'm thinking that might be quite cool. So they're unusual though. I don't know if they're just a modern thing. Oh no, they're little studio pottery pieces, stamped JH. £5.25 each. So I don't know what you could get for those, whether you could...
A lovely weight, haven't they?
Yeah. Whether you could get 12 to 15. Quite nice.
They're lovely with a candle in each one.
You feel like you'd have to have all three, or
yeah,
I suppose
feel like someone would want to buy all three.
If they didn't know there were three, they wouldn't need to buy all three, I suppose. But they seem in good condition. It's lovely that they're beautifully handmade as well, all stamped.
Well, we said about buying special pieces, so I think they're quite special, aren't we?
Okay, should we have all three?
Mistake.
We're supposed to be being restrained.
We're double checking them.
We've got the expert involved. Terry with no glasses on is no use for checking detail, but he can feel big chips. So what have you found, Terry?
I've just found this little top. I'm just going along.
Go through, yeah. So we're looking for new clothes. Oh, that looks cool.
It's like a really cool little smock.
I think it's handmade.
It could be, because it's got no label in. It's lovely fabric, very soft. Look at
Nice
this.
boxy fit. Any labels or anything?
Ah,
Oh, there is a label.
there is.
Is it just the price tag? Oh no, there is a label.
No, it's St. Michael.
Oh, a
That
bit
retro
Marks and
label.
Spencer's. Wow, so it's quite old.
A large.
Well, that's perfect for
6.75.
artwork.
Yeah, they're just great to put over things, aren't they? So,
Looks medical. Looks like you're about to start a shift in the hospital.
oh. Yeah,
You have to do that. That's what I was waiting for you to do. It's going back on the rail.
Anything you have to think about for more than about 30 seconds, I always think, don't get it.
Wow, what a great morning so far in Stamford. We've only been in about 3 shops and I've already got 2 bagfuls of stuff and some stuff in the rucksack, which is precious cargo. So let's see if we can find some more. Will it continue in Age UK? Let's have a look. Looks quite interesting in the window, so come with us. Wonder if there's Silvac or something. That one's got 61 painted underneath, so I can't exactly tell. So they're $4.99 each. Let's look at another one.
Yeah, I've heard it's pricey.
Made in England, 62B. Could be a Silvac or something similar. I don't know if I'm in love with those.
Tom's getting into the cage.
It's heavy, very heavy. It's got little flashes of colour underneath, like orange, is it? I think?
Yeah, sort of like a nice sort of orangey brown.
No markings, so obviously just a handmade piece. It's very heavy, and it's $14.99. So I don't know whether it's a special enough, you know, for that price. So I'm not sure if you can hear us over the commotion in here. It's very lively in here this morning. Lots of things on the shelves too. But we went thrifting in Peterborough and found lots of this, which I think was Denby. I forget now. I think it's Denby. Yeah, Denby set. So they've got another set here, and there was a funny combination of things. So we said, oh, wouldn't it be good if you could just gradually, you know, collect it? And there's lots. So we've got egg cups, we've got all sorts here, sugar bowls. So if you were sufficiently into it, you could just keep buying more and more, I suppose. Oh, well, that's a shame. Nothing in that one, but you know, we've got lots of stuff already. So, and we're being very picky, remember. So we don't need lots. So we're going to go back and double back on a few that didn't open till 9:30. See what we can find in there. Let's try Wood Green, see what they've got today.
It's also quite nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Chunky. Is it heavy?
No, very light. So I might get those 2 off and have a proper look.
Probably newer, but it's cool with the swallows.
Yeah, it's lovely with all the swallows. Like you say, a newer piece, but look at all of those. I think they're sort of quite relevant to us. Living in Bedder, we watch them flying around the church
We do.
all the time. So yeah, that's lovely.
Maybe this could be £22. Oh,
£3.
I'm reading £22. I'm thinking, blimey, the prices are high today.
Any others?
I think I found something from the Crown Jewels. Look at this. This is from our late Queen, I think. Someone's stolen that from the Tower of London.
And all that for just £3.50.
Cool.
This one's really interesting. I like the colours of this.
It's very lightweight, actually,
Yeah,
like you
it's
said.
very lightweight. But it's also got a nice clasp in there.
Yeah, I did have a quick look. It does look quite nice.
Yeah, so that's. I think we'll take that one, and that one is
So
£3.
you know, like you've got on your,
This one's really nice looking. I love the colour. It's unusual.
Yeah.
And with these 3 tiers.
So that's all one necklace, yeah.
The only thing is, it's quite heavy.
Let me have a feel. Wow, that is heavy.
But it's nice.
Nice
Maybe
to look
not
at. Is it
heavy
nice
ones
to
as
wear?
well. Because again, it's got a lovely clasp in there. So I think we'll probably take those 2.
So let's have a little look in British Heart. It's now open. Look at this cool little, like, I think that would come off, like a cool little wrap around, wrap over. And I thought that looks a bit vintage, and sure enough. Oh, it's called wrap over, St. Michael wrap over. And I wonder whether that's supposed to go with it. I'm not so sure, really. But it goes with it, so it might be.
I think it probably did.
So that's, what do you think, 80s? 70s,
Oh, it
80s?
definitely did, because it's got a hole in the bottom. So obviously
Oh, I
that's the
see.
little drip tray.
It's cute, isn't it? So these are interesting. Gerald's scarf. I think he was married to Jane Asher as well as another one of his claim to fame, but he does these amazing political cartoons and things and satirical things. Very iconic style. Lovely books, actually. I think he was mainly active in the 70s, well, probably right the way through, but yeah, this is going through from the 60s right the way through. So he was known for these big noses. I think I might be right in saying he did the titles for Yes Minister, but that might not be right. And there's Prince Charles, now King Charles. Look. Send him to the Tower.
So clever when you can do such an abstract illustration.
And you just know who it is.
You just know who it is.
What a great way to hang records, but look at the decor, amazing West German lamp and retro furniture, shag pile carpet.
Such a good image.
Hotel California, so that's Beach Boys, is it? So one little pickup in there, but it doesn't matter, the sun is out, it's a beautiful day, and we've still got a couple of charity shops to do. So this could be the final one. Let's take a look. Thought that was quite an interesting little decanter. It's obviously nothing, although the top is like a ground. I thought, well, it's just this little stamped out piece, which I think it probably is, but it's got a lovely shape to it for $4.99. Maybe. These are so 80s, look. 70s, 80s. Imagine those cleaned up. You've got little coasters, little trays. I wonder if there's anything on the made in Japan, which was often, I think, a 70s thing. So what have we got here? We've got 5 coasters, which is a shame. But I suppose you could make it a set of 4. And if you just give it a good old wipe, I think it would be perfect. It's so dusty. I don't know whether it's for us or not, really.
Well, it's a different look. They sort of go together, but
I suppose the idea is it would all just stack, and then you would, for ease of, you know.
yeah, I mean with our stuff.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, with the look of the stall. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we've had to take a little bit of a diversion to get to the antique centre, which is not very far out off the high street, but we've had to walk about a mile, it feels. But look where we've had to walk. Sometimes when you go thrifting in the most beautiful places. Other times not, but Stamford, I think, is pretty much up there. This is the George at Stamford, which is a very famous hotel. I was going to say pub, but it's definitely a hotel, and they do a fabulous afternoon tea. But it's very traditional, very touristy and very beautiful. But the antique shop we're heading to is just up this beautiful street, so let's see what they've got. So here we are, St Martin's Antique Centre, our final stop in Stamford. So let's see if we can add to the haul. That beautiful little simple studio pottery vase, like Louise Derby, £12. Just such clean lines, very simple. Not a bad price really. Maybe a bit much for us to then sell on, but nice. Nice colour as well. And down the bottom here we've got some autumn leaves from Silvac. And I wonder if something also autumn leavesy was on that little plate stand that's now empty. So that one is a tenner, so it's not too bad.
No.
It shows you if you can pick these things up in a charity shop. So this, when we were in the antique centre in Setch, we saw some beautiful pieces in a cabinet, and they were so simple. And this is by the same guy, Keith Murray, from the 1930s. We didn't know they were 1930s until someone commented and said, wow, can you believe that's nearly 100 years old, but so stylish and so modern in a sense. You feel like that could be manufactured today. So that, I think, is Royal Dalton, I think. A Wedgwood, that's what it is. So yesterday we were trying to remember Itala, which is, they make Sunday dishes, and these glasses are also by Itala from the 1970s, £20 each. Aren't they beautiful? With that lovely raised section just where you kind of hold them to give you like a grip.
so nice. To use them every day, you'd have to be...
Well, I wouldn't be allowed to wash them up for sure.
No.
1970s pottery vase by John Boosmans, maybe? A Nautilus shell, £24.
Oh yeah, so there's the shell, and then it's got the boats.
Yeah, how clever. The detail is amazing, actually. Can't believe you've trusted me to hold this. Then flowers on the other side.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's really nice. How interesting. So this is the post office in Omagh, which I think is Northern Ireland, I think, for £35. What a specific image to have printed into multiples. All the old cars, really sweet. Little McGarvey's bar. But then this one next to it for 65 is pretty wicked. A very nice boat, £65. Got that real period frame to it as well, and they've painted the frame in, I think, almost into the painting. Gorgeous metallic. It's a bit of a specific look perhaps, but definitely of the period. Look at these shoes. Look at those. They're probably more 90s, do you think?
They're amazing, aren't they?
Let's see. Very modern, very chic and rather sexy see-through boots. Well, there we go.
Wow,
That says it all.
there we go, yeah.
Let's see what the make is, if it's anything particular. I thought it was Kylie Minogue. Let me have a look. Tulip, Sergio Tozzi. It looks like
Wow.
Kylie Minogue's signature on the zip. But yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they?
Imagine being fabulous enough to wear those.
I know. I wouldn't get on with them, I don't think. Although they have got a metal support down the heel.
They're weight bearing.
Can you imagine me tottering down the street in those?
No.
They're not wide enough for my big feet. So we spotted this beautiful patchwork quilt design bowl from Dartington by Petra Tilly. I mean, look at the design on that. Just beautiful for £49. If I turn it over, look at even underneath. It's got this beautiful,
Mustard yellow
Yeah.
and black together. Looks great.
really striking. And then do you remember yesterday we saw a pull pottery vase in Peterborough, smaller than this, and we thought, ooh, is it a good buy? It was £8, I think. This one is 45 and obviously much larger, so I think probably we were right to leave it alone. But it is from the 1950s, that kind of pearlescent finish. It's rather beautiful, really. It's rather nice, like a little stained glass window, but a little dish. Just dropped the price. I think it was 15. Yeah, to see it at best, you want to see a bit of light through it. It's rather nice.
Beautiful colours.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, look at this, Telby. A nice little retro teak serving dish.
It's in perfect condition.
Yeah, £6.50. We picked up one of, like a spinning one, do you remember, in Bury St Edmunds, just before we went back to Spain. So we've got a few teak bowls, teak serving things. I think as well with the glass nibble dishes we've been buying, I think all that kind of thing is quite useful, which at Christmas time is often what people are looking for, isn't it? Yeah, we'll have that. So Terry just spotted this from the 70s, a Whitefriars bark bowl by Geoffrey Baxter. So we'll check the price in a minute once we've had a little look at it. So there's a lot of copycat Whitefriars. It's a bit chipped, I think, around the edges. So it's obviously got this bark effect and this very period 70s colour. It's lovely, really. 18 for that one.
Doesn't seem too bad, but that's because of the chips, I suppose.
I think it's got a little nibble. I know it's obviously a bit jaggedy because it's bark, but I think when you run your finger around, there's a couple of spots, which is a shame. So this could be chipped as well. So this may not be a Whitefriars. They just call it yellow and green bark vase. And we've bought a few of these in yellow and clear, which are probably Whitefriars copycat style, but that with the green and the yellow is
Really
cool.
nice.
So this one is £56. It's a Silvac wine carafe or vase,
That's supposed to be like
double-sided.
inspired by sunflowers.
Could be.
That's what the middle reminds me
It
of.
does actually, and the colour of the outside as well.
Yeah, that's
So that's beautiful.
pretty special, isn't it?
But then this one, an iconic British mid-century pottery from Poole by Guy Sydenham, around 1970. I mean, look at the shape of that. Oh, sorry, my zip is is rattling. Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
cool. Very simple shape.
It looks
It's
like
quite
you'd see
heavy.
it in a gallery or a museum.
And imagine that with flowers in, and then underneath There's his little stamp, I think, probably. Maybe a pull pottery stamp, if nothing else. 150. So when we were in Boston a few weeks ago, we picked up an Alvingham pottery lamp base. It was the only thing we picked up in Boston, although the Boston video has been one of our most popular, which is crazy because we didn't buy hardly anything at all. But it was a much smaller version of this in like pinks and greens. I think we bought it for something like £10. This one is 100, and we saw that amazing one in Chroma, if you remember, which was kind of in between this and the other side. So they're really lovely, beautifully decorated. This is so nice. Cool. I have to put the deep dish down. So a vintage West German vase, £13. It must be snapped in half or something. Don't recognise. You can hear my stomach rumbling. Sorry about that. We'll be taking you for lunch in a moment. It's a little overdue. So for £13, that seems really good. Can you see a big
great
chip?
Size. I love the size.
I think that's just a glaze imperfection. Yeah, it's quite a diddy one. It's not a chip as such.
What about around the rim?
The rim seems good to me.
We're paranoid now.
Well, the thing is, you get things home and you've checked them and checked them and checked them, and then you find a little chip. I'm just, you know, when you just feel stuff without even looking, and then you think, oh, or whatever. Whereas that feels good, and it's a very unusual shape. We might have to have that one.
Well, he is great because it's always nice to have all the different shapes together to make a little collection.
Different heights and levels.
When you sort of display them, when you sit them on your sideboards or mantelpiece.
I think it just literally needs... Hold on, hold on. That is a crack. Oh, that's such a shame. It's cracked in the most weird place. How's it got cracked there? It's like someone's used it like as a weapon.
We're going to have to leave it.
It's like Murdered in the Antique Centre with the West German vase. Like, blow to the head. Oh, well, a really interesting place to have a look round. We've got one little purchase, which was nice. So many things we could have bought, really, and so many close calls. Lots of lovely West German, studio pottery, and the biggest disappointment was that cracked West German vase, wasn't it? Because it was so cool. Anyway, coffee time.
So what a great find. A fully plant-based cafe right in the middle of Stamford.
Perfect. I think it's spinach, homemade feta, probably chickpeas to make this kind of quiche delicious. It's tasty.
No, I'm fine.
So we certainly didn't need these, but
Streusel cake and white chocolate and raspberry blondie.
had to be done.
This is for you, Eileen. So we're back on the narrow footpath.
On our way back to Willie. What a fantastic day. It's been lovely here in Stamford. It's lovely when you can thrift a beautiful town, find some amazing finds, and then, to top it all off, have an amazing little lunch.
I feel so full. Really delicious food, nice friendly service, and delicious cake at the end. So we're now heading back to Willie. Fully laden, look, fully laden with goodies. Oh,
This is what you get for trying to walk, film and talk. So we're back at base. We're so close to the hedge on the other side, I have to climb in the drivers, out the passengers and into our side door. So I'm going to do that, open the window and Tom can pass me the thrifts.
so this is probably the most unflattering camera angle. This is the kind of thing you have to do if you're thrifting along.
Does my bum look big in this?
So we'll let him go through, and then he should pop out of this window any second. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. Hello, Terry.
Here I am. So yeah, as you can see, there's just a little bit of space and it's brambles and everything. So I'm in safely.
Let me pass the haul through. So this is a very fragile picture.
Got it?
Yeah, that survived unscathed for like 50 years. So we have to be careful.
Now on the bed, safe and sound. I'll put it on the bed, nice and safe. And then when we move, we'll get in properly. But yeah.
See you in the cab.
Wow, I need a cup of tea now.
Okay, so we forgot when we left Stamford. I think we were so bowled over by the finds, we forgot to do a haul. So I thought I'd just take you through in detail what we found. Some of our favourite pieces were these beautiful little candle holders by James Hake, a kind of studio potter from Lancashire. A really beautiful item. And you can see there his little stamp, which he uses as his signature. So we managed to get 3 of those in this amazing kind of blue-green colour. This, always a good handy little party piece for nibbles, dips, crisps, a little teak piece, which we picked up for about £6, I think £6.99 from the Antique Centre. Again, similar kind of idea. We're thinking for Christmas time, these little nibble dishes will be great. And we found quite a few in this really pretty pattern in the glass. So that's really lovely. Again, Terry's been on the hunt for jewellery. So we've got this one piece here. We did buy another piece, but we can't find it. It's somewhere. But because this is slightly after the event, I said, where's that other necklace? It must be in a bag with all the other jewellery. Not sure. So we've only got one of those to show you, but you'll have seen it anyway. So that's a really great buy actually for £3. Just fun, a nice piece of kind of slightly tarnished up costume. So it definitely looks vintage. And the little chain is quite nice too, isn't it? So that was £3, that one. The glass dish, incidentally, was £3 as well. And one of my favourites, this cute little West German jug. And you'll see on the bottom there, you've got the little German stamp. That was only £2.75. So we might even stick that on the dashboard of the car instead of a Hawaiian lady. What do you think? We're kind of mid-century up the cab of the van. Bit of vintage Marks and Spencer's here with this kind of wrap over vase, which is really period looking, really cool. That was only, I think about, let me see if I've got the price on it. I might have the price on it. £3. Look, everything seems to be £3 today. So that was really funky, we thought. This picture in the background just really caught our eye. Love the colours. The fact this is from 1974 and literally looks like it is brand new. Beautifully framed in this kind of coppery frame, double mounted, really, really cool. We got that for £7.50. I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it? So that's got to be worth something. So we're going to research that a little bit more. But the find of the day, and I alluded to this earlier in the video when I teased you, saying we bought this for £3, I think. This Dartmouth pottery, as it turns out, stalk planter, stalk or crane, we're not exactly sure. The internet, the opinion varies. Quite interesting because it's just neutral. The detail actually is almost slightly hidden in the glaze. But we thought it was something. Obviously nowadays you could put a candle in it, be great for a little plant, something just quite cool as a table centre. Upon research, it looks like that could be worth between £40 and £50, and we only paid £3. So a really great day in Stamford. Hope you enjoyed thrifting along with us, and if you'd like to thrift along on another video somewhere else, then why don't you click here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.